Design patterns. What is design patterns? Why we need to learn design patterns? Before discussing the design patterns, let's see the real world analogy. In our olden days, we were used wired desktops, earphones, table fans, etc. Power supply is the common problem for the operation of all these appliances. So, we found the solution for this common problem and we are calling it as rechargeable battery. With the integration of this common solution, appliances are now more portable and easier to carry. Similarly, as a software engineer, we are facing recurring problems in designing various components of a software. This is where design patterns play important role. So, what is design patterns? Design patterns are tried and tested solutions to commonly occurring problems in object oriented programming. Design patterns are not programming language features, but they are all about designing objects, classes, interfaces, etc. within a software in a more efficient way. And design patterns are not specific to any programming language. If you are a programmer of Java, C++, C Sharp, Python, or any other programming language that supports object oriented programming, design patterns will help you there. Why to learn design patterns? Code reusability. Design patterns provide ready made solutions to common problems, promoting code reusability and consistency across the projects. Improved code quality. Design patterns lead to more flexible and maintainable code. Faster development. Recognizing and applying appropriate design patterns can significantly speed up the development process. Improved communication. By using design pattern names, developers can communicate complex design ideas concisely and more efficiently. Before diving into design patterns, let's see the short story behind this. In 1977, Christopher Alexander focused on identifying and documenting recurring patterns in building architecture, and he published a book called A Pattern Language. This book explores solutions to the common problems in designing buildings and towns, like how high a window should be, how many levels a building should have, etc. Later, in 1994, the idea was picked up by gang of four software engineers, Erich Gamma, Richard Herm, Ralph Johnson, and John Blisides. They published a book in C++ and named it as Design Patterns Elements of Reusable Object Oriented Software, in which they adapted the concept of design patterns to programming. This book explores 23 recurring problems and their solutions in software design. These 23 design patterns are divided into three categories. First, we have five creational patterns, which are guidelines to create objects more efficiently. Next, we have seven structural patterns, which are guidelines to effectively assemble these objects and classes in large structures. Finally, we have 11 behavioral patterns, which are guidelines to provide effective communication and assignment of responsibilities between the objects. With that said, let's learn them one by one. Thank you.